Gator won't brag unless he's bragging, so I'll brag for him. Right now, Gator is 29-16 against the number. After a 4-2 week last week, this is outstanding. I am 23-22, 5-3 in my locks. Gator's 4-4 in the locks. I think you're good in everything but your locks. Your locks are merely
5-3 in my locks.
I got you 4-4. I thought you missed last week.
I did to make me 5-3.
All right, well, my bad. There he goes. Like I said,
I have the numbers
start.
in front of me. That's all.
Texas Tech is getting 13.5. Taking on Iowa State. I like the Red Raiders plus the 13.5.
Interesting. I will go with Army minus 22 against Air Force. Army is a wrecking ball, and Air Force is just not good enough to stop them.
Did you see the helmets Army's wearing this week?
I haven't.
You got to look them up.
I'm sure they're going to be great.
Next up, Penn State versus Ohio State. The total on that game's 46.5. I see lots of offense. I'll play the over 46.5.
I like the over in that too. I took it off my list, but I initially had it down there. I think that's a good call. I like Georgia minus 14.5 against Florida. I think Georgia's going to start showing people why they're arguably the best team in the country.
Should be good weather down there for that one. My car house lock of the week, UCLA is traveling to Nebraska. Nebraska is laying 6.5. I'm taking the homestanding Cornhuskers.
Is it because of travel, Doug?
It's always a factor, Gator.
Doug
and
loves to
UCLA
travel.
stinks.
And UCLA is terrible. Yes. Texas A&M is giving up 3 points on the road at South Carolina. Texas A&M is starting to put things together. It's a good football team, and they're playing really well. It's my shoot the boot lock of the week, giving up just 3 at South Carolina.
Next up, we go to the NFL. Arizona's playing host to Chicago. Chicago is winless on the road this year. Arizona's only laying a point. I'll take the homestanding Cardinals.
Miami takes their show on the road at Buffalo. Miami's getting 6 points. Look, those guys are getting healthy again, and that offense, which had only been averaging 14 points a game going into last week, they more than doubled that output. I like Miami plus 6.
Next up, the Minnesota Vikings are at home taking on Indianapolis. Minnesota coming off a long week with the game last Thursday. I'll take Minnesota to cover the 5.5 against the Colts.
Ditto.
All right. And my final pro pick, Jacksonville plus 8 at Philly. Big win for Philly last week. Jacksonville, hey, man, we had to pick a 2-6 team that's going to rally. I'm putting my money where my mouth is and taking the Jags.
Washington is at the New York Football Giants. They're giving up 4 points in this game. The Giants are just a god-awful football team, no matter how you slice it. They can't get anything going there. I like what Washington's done this year. I think they're going to build on it, and they're going to take care of the Giants, and it'll be easy, -4.
Every week, Kang loves on a pick and hates on a pick. Which one do you like the most?
Gator, I love your pick at Georgia, -14.5 against Florida. Yeah, Georgia should roll in that one. Dogs all the way.
And which one do you hate?
Sticking with Gator on this one, I don't like the Washington -4 at the Giants. It seems like an easy pick, but Washington did win on a Hail Mary last week. And the last time they played the Giants, it took a walk-off kick to beat the Giants. Giants are terrible, but at some point they're going to win another game. I think it's going to be this week.
Those are our picks. Do with them what you will. If I bet it here on Karsch and Anderson. Speaking of which, an amazing story from last night. We'll get to that at 1:50 here on Karsch and Anderson on 97.1 The Ticket.